All right, guess we are live now. Hi to everyone who's come here today to listen and watch the webinar. And thanks a lot for finding time. The webinar is called Travel Traffic Monetization Tips for Content Creators. All right, let me just quickly go through the webinar rules for today. You are automatically muted on the entry. Whenever you have a question, please ask it in the chat box and we'll send you the recording and slides soon after the webinar. And so now let me introduce myself. I'm Nick. I'm a business development manager at Travelpayouts. I'm now staying in my home city called Chelyabinsk. It's in Russia. Most likely I've never heard about this city, but these days it has become so easy to travel anywhere you want. Maybe one day you'll say to yourself, Nick helped me to grow a successful travel business. So this time I'm going to go and visit his home city. All right, that's about me. Tell me about yourself. Drop me a few lines. Tell me where you're from, why you're here today, what you want to learn, etc., etc. I'll be glad to read all of your comments. Okay. Cold and snowy. Yeah, Chelyabinsk. Right. Oh yes, Donis. Yeah, in Colorado, it is snowing already. Oh, that's fun. Usually in Russia, the weather is quite unpredictable, and usually, yeah, we can have snow in the middle of summer. But yeah, maybe yeah, in Colorado the weather is the same. Oh, that's good. I used to live in the UK, though I've never been to Scotland. But yes, I believe you that it's very nice there. Colombia, South America, California. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. As for the agenda, I'll tell you about what travel payouts is. I'll go through the best practices and also mistakes of travel traffic monetization. I will review what is working in the travel industry today, and I'll also cover the best and the worst choices for travel verticals today. So, but before I move on, let me quickly tell you what's new at Travel Payouts. First of all, there's a big event coming up next month, which is our annual Travel Payouts Affiliate Summit. It will start on the 5th of October and will be held every single day. There will be 4 sessions a day, and there'll be lots of interesting speakers. But it's like absolutely it is free for you. So go ahead and register right now. The link will be sent to the chat box by my colleague. Yeah, it's now in the chat box. So yeah, go ahead and register your interest. Also, there are 3 new offers at Travel Payouts. The first one is visitors coverage. This is our first travel insurance offer for English-speaking society, and they will pay up to 10% of every booking. Also, we have recently published TripAdvisor, which is regarded as one of the most popular accommodation offers, and they pay for clicks. And one more is Hilton Honors by Points.com. Right. Also, tickets.com, which is a website for tours and excursions, they have increased their commission from 6 to 9%, which is like very good. And just seize the opportunity. Also, Oyo have expanded their GEOs, and they are now present in 5 countries: India, Brazil, Japan, Malaysia, and Indonesia. And finally, Booking.com giving out a discount. They will basically give more than 15% off stays from now and until January the 4th of 2021. And you can find it in the tools tab if you click on Booking.com offer in your Travelpayouts account. All right, so what is Travelpayouts? So let me tell you a little story. We are one of the biggest travel affiliate networks, and at the moment we have got more than 240,000 affiliates and almost 70 travel brands. So the biggest brands that we work with are Booking.com, Get Your Guide, Cheapo Air, TripAdvisor, and many others. And all of these brands, they cover a full range of travel services, flights, accommodation, car rentals, travel insurances, so everything in travel. And now you can ask me, how can you benefit from it? So suppose you have a travel blog and you want to monetize it. So what you can do, you can register at Travelpayouts and apply for the offers that you would like to work with. Take an affiliate link or a widget, add it to your website, and every time somebody who reads your website clicks on the widget or on the link and buys something, you will receive a commission for recommending the service, right? Let's say you don't have a travel blog, and let's say you're thinking about creating one, but at the moment you just travel from time to time. In this case, you can still earn money with us. So what you need to do, you just need to register Travelpayouts once again, apply for the programs that you want to work with, let's say for Booking.com, right? And since you travel from time to time, you book travel activities, right? So next time you book a hotel or you buy flight tickets, you can do it using your affiliate link, and you will receive a commission for buying from your affiliate link. You can treat it as a cashback, you can treat it as a discount, but yeah, money is money. And I've just proven that you can earn money with us even if you don't have a travel blog. All right, so best practices and mistakes of travel monetization. So before we talk about monetization, it is necessary to audit your project just to understand what you should concentrate on to monetize your project more efficiently. So first of all, evaluate your content. It is important to know what you are writing about, and a lot of webmasters do not pay much attention to it, and it leads to the fact that they are promoting irrelevant programs. Secondly, understand who your audience is. So by that I mean that let's say your blog is for old people, right? And in this case, you need to promote travel activities according to the age of your audience for getting to get better results, right? And I think you perfectly understand that there is no point in offering all people a rope jumping experience on your site. And age is just one factor that you should focus on. It could be a set of interests that unites the users that visit your website. And usually it is usually all the people who visit your website, they share the same mentality. This mentality unites them, right? And you have to know this and take this into consideration. Let's say if your trial project is all about scuba diving, you have to keep this in mind when you're choosing the products that you will offer to your audience. Thirdly, assess your traffic. So pay attention to where your website users are from, because even though in the most part of our travel programs they are international, the popularity of each brand, it varies from country to country. And finally, you should select the best monetization strategy based on your type of content. It will be different for YouTube channels, travel blogs, travel forums, etc. I'll talk about it later on, but right now let's move on and talk about. Sorry, yeah, let's talk about the promo tools. So I especially love this part because I've been working on the promo tools guide a lot lately, and I have collected some valuable insights of how to do it properly. I mean, of how to place affiliate tools properly and get better results. For this, I investigated many travel projects, travel blogs, travel website, travel services, and travel forums. Travel service is basically a website which main goal is to sell you a travel activity. This is basically just like a one-page website, and when you enter it, there's like a flight search window. And as I said, the main purpose of this website is to sell you something, right? Another thing, another type of travel projects is a travel forum, and it differs from travel blogs because basically a travel forum is like a community. It is not, it doesn't relate to a person. It is usually like a community of people who gather together, and when like a blog is somebody is like a website by a person. Usually one person writes on this blog, and that's the difference. uh, so I looked through many of these travel websites, and I collected a lot of valuable tips on how to enhance the performance of the tools used. So this will be a brief version of the guide. I mean, in the next couple of slides, I'll only cover the basic tips. But if you want to see like full version with the examples, the link to download it will be on the screen. I'm pretty sure you cannot click on it, but yeah, my colleague will send the link to download it to the chat. All right. So before we move on, please let me know in the comments what tools are you mostly using if you already work in affiliate marketing. Yeah, thanks for the link. Vinny, I'll answer all the questions at the end of the session. So yeah, the question was, what promo tools do you mostly use? Widgets, particularly from Hotel Look. Thanks a lot. All right. So first of all, let me elaborate a bit more on links, and let me tell you how to use them. So there are a few tips that you might want to consider using to increase your conversion rates. So first of all, add links to the content appropriately. And by that, I mean that a link needs to be a logical derivative of the context. So let's say you have written an article about Mexico, and one of the paragraphs contains a description of how you were buying flight tickets. This is where you need to use your Kayak or Skyscanner or Cheapo Air affiliate link because it is relevant. You can see on the slides, there is an example of how to do it correctly. So the guy is sharing his experience of how he was traveling from Seville to Cadiz, and then he adds his affiliate link. Click here to browse and buy train tickets. This is relevant. All right. Secondly, list all the links that you used in the article right after it ends too. The logic behind it is pretty simple. Once a user reads everything, he'll be more eager to go and book a travel service. So, instead of hoping that everybody who reads your article will go back to the article and read through it once again and search for the links you used, just list all of them at the bottom one more time. This will help. And thirdly, use deep links to send users to the exact page with product or service. This will also help a lot, because if you just leave them, if you leave your users on the main page of the website that sells travel activities, they will not do it. They're just too lazy. And yeah, just try to create more, like, what is it, more personal links, if you will. All right, guys, please write in the comments what other link addition rules do you use, or do you think are worthy? Because as I said, I've only covered a few of them. And there are a lot more. Just, yeah, tell me about your experience. Okay. Right, maybe you do not use any rules. Okay, so in this case, let me move on. And now I'll tell you about widgets. So first of all, when you add widgets to a blog, pre-fill them as much as you can. So help your readers and pre-fill your widgets when possible, of course, because usually they don't want to mess around with it. They don't want to, put down pick up location, drop off location, origin, destination, etc., etc. They don't want to mess around with it. And if you can do it for them, it will be great. For example, if your article is about Rome and you want to add a car rental widget, put down Fiumicino Airport as a pickup location, right? And secondly, do not add widgets to headers, footers, or sidebars. First of all, a widget might take some time to download, and if you put it in the header and the user's internet connection is poor, the user might just scroll down without even seeing your widget. All right. Sidebars are also, not a very good place to put your widgets, because they are called banner blindness spots. And people, they usually do not pay attention to what is going on the periphery of the screen. They just look what is in front of them, right? Apart from that, most users do not understand how to use widgets. So it would be great if you can instruct them. Just, write a couple of sentences before the widget, just to tell them why this widget is helpful and how it can help your users, and lead them logically before putting the widget. So if you put it in the header, they will not understand why is it here. So the best place to put your widget would be after you have written 50% of your content, and you need to explain to them why this widget is helpful. And once again, the full version of the guide is available by the link. My colleague has already sent it to the chat box. Probably she can send it again. Right, so best practices. Okay. All right, yeah. So invest time and money into your content and SEO. So take another look at how you are running your blog if you haven't done so yet. So the prices of many SEO tools have dropped down significantly due to the pandemic and lower demand for them. So right now is a good time, to improve your ranking in the search engines. Build your email list, or use if you have an email list already. So first of all, first collect contacts using different channels: Facebook, pop-up windows, content landing pages, subscription forums, etc. Secondly, focus on what motivates your audience. Send last-minute offers and unique travel content with specials and deals. Thirdly, create regular and highly personalized emails. And please know that email open rates depend directly on subject lines. In my experience, I used to write emails, and they had like, the opening rates were like, I don't know, 5%, let's say. But when I started using emojis at the end of each subject line, open rates increased significantly, like by 2 times. Yeah, it really works. Just like a simple symbol really makes a difference. And finally, spam is prohibited. Yeah, pay special attention to helpful, human, and customer-driven conversation when you create emails. Just to motivate you, one of our Travelpayouts affiliates made over $10,000 from using newsletters alone. So it's a good, option. Another practice is PPC advertising. And if your usual PPC advertising doesn't work anymore, try to use it in new niches. And the last option, the last practice on the slide is affiliate marketing. I'm pretty sure most of you know what affiliate marketing is, but for those who don't know, this is a marketing agreement in which affiliates get paid by advertisers for driving traffic to an advertiser's website. So in a nutshell, affiliates find a product they like. So affiliates, who are you? You find a product that you want to promote, right? You promote it to others, to your friends, to your colleagues, to those who read your blog, and you earn a commission. So the only things that you need to start your affiliate journey are a source of traffic, which is usually a website, and a desire to promote something that you are passionate about. Also, we have created a guide. It's called 7 Ways to Jumpstart with Travelpayouts, in which we cover most of the points from the slide. So the link to download will be sent to the chat box. Yeah, it will be sent to the chat box. Olga, please help me. All right. Next slide. What else to consider? So to start making money with sponsored posts, you need to have a well-built and easy to navigate website that ranks high in Google research. Google research. All right, in Google search engines. So you should also have a steady traffic flow, right, and an engaged community. So the amount of money you charge per post really depends on different factors, such as like website quality, the amount of traffic, your authority in the niche, your social media following, many other things. But just to give you a clue, established bloggers charge up to $10,000 per one post. Another practice is using a membership model. This is good if your audience is loyal enough. Accept donations from visitors. If you see that your audience has a desire to support you, think about accepting donations from visitors. This will not work if you do not have loyal visitors, but if you manage to build a community, this might be a way to get help. And finally, your website is a very good tool for promoting and selling your own digital products. Digital templates, software, applications, ebooks, photos, courses, and many other things. So if you know any digital products that resonate with your audience and solve its pain points, then you're almost set. So basically, the only things that you need to have in order to start would be well-crafted sales page, you will also need to choose an e-commerce platform and a payment gateway, and then you're ready to go. Okay, typical mistakes. Let me take a sip. All right, so first of all, improper use of promo tools might lead to bad conversion rates, therefore bad income, and you might become fed up with affiliate marketing. Also, choosing offers that are not relevant to your audience might affect your approval process. So when you apply for a brand, there is always like an approval process. I mean, for most of our offers, you would need to get approved. And so if you choose irrelevant offers, you might not get approved, right? And you might, as I say, you might get rejected by the advertiser, and you might end up thinking that affiliate marketing doesn't work. But also, if let's say you got accepted for promoting irrelevant offer, it will affect your conversion rates, and it is also bad, as I mentioned it earlier. Right. Poor content is also a big problem, because good content is your guide to rank high in search engines, and not working on it means the time you spend on the project will go down the drain. So in order to improve this part, go ahead and download the white paper called How to Create Perfect Content, and please really work on it. The link will be in the chat box. Olga, please help me and send it to our listeners. All right, thank you. Fourthly, some new buys are under the delusion that they will become rich very quickly, and this is a big, I don't know, self-deceit, if you will. Please do not expect millions of dollars right after you have started working in travel. Usually it takes around 3 months before you make your first sale. Yeah, it sounds a lot, but this is how it is. So you just have to be ready for this and be patient. But the beauty of travel affiliate marketing is that once you have set up your travel project correctly, it will start generating you a consistent income. And finally, you would need to work on traffic acquisition, because no matter how good your blog and content can be, it will not pay off if no one is like visiting your blog, right? Okay. Review what is working in the travel industry today. Okay. Right. So we have now reached the second part of my presentation, where we'll take a look at some charts and see how the industry has been affected by the pandemic. So firstly, I want to show you flight numbers, and especially bookings by month, based on all flight selling programs at Travelpayouts. So basically what I've done is I've summed up all the bookings that we have received for the past like 1.5 years, even more than 1.5 years, including this August. And then I divided each month by the total. So even though it might sound a bit complicated, just don't worry about it. I just want you to look at the picture, and then you'll understand everything, right? So according to the picture, 2019 was pretty level, and the difference between months was within 2%, pretty much everywhere. And in January and February 2020, these months were very close to the peak that happened in July 2019. As you can see, the peak was a bit more than 6% of the total. So January and February 2020 were pretty good, but then like March 2020, though, it was also pretty good. I mean, it was a bit worse than the first 2 months of the year, but it managed to maintain almost the same volume of bookings that was last March. But then starting from April 2020, the numbers began to drop down drastically. And if we compare April 2019 and April 2020, booking results fell down by 7 times. Just imagine, 7 times. Fortunately, right now the picture is becoming more and more optimistic, and we can see that the volumes of bookings, the volume of bookings is back to normal after 3 months of struggle. In July and August 2020, a lot of restrictions were lifted, and it motivated people to buy flight tickets to travel domestically and internationally. Will we see the same tendency to recover in the near future? I don't know, but I really hope so. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Will we maintain? Will the industry maintain the same recovery tendency or not? Okay. Right. There may be a lag between my speech. There might be like a 20 seconds lag. So you might hear my questions a little bit later. So yeah, I'm just gonna move on and tell you about the next graph, and then I'll read everything that you write after the presentation. Right. So let's now look at the hotel category and let's see how it was hit by the disaster. So as we can see from this diagram, it looks more like a mountain, and the peak is happening again in July 2019. However, it's still very different from the previous graph because, as we can see, March 2020 in the hotels industry was twice smaller than March 2019. April and May 2020 look awful, look awful as on the previous graph. So in this case, April and May 2020, they look as awful as they look on the previous graph. But if you compare, the actual numbers, if you compare April 2020 and April 2019, the sales are down by 15 times, 15 times. So with that being said, I can state that hotels have been hit much harder under these circumstances. But as you can see, the situation is getting better, and the amount of bookings has almost gone back to normal for this industry too. So yeah, it's a positive sign. Right, let's move on. And I'll give you a clue about what travel categories attract travelers the most. So these are the data that show a year-over-year growth of travel categories based on the sales made on Travelpayouts platform in 2018 and 2019. So flight compensation has become 5 times more popular over the last year, and it is a good option to join and promote now, as I have recently started paying out money for flights canceled due to the pandemic. Tours and activities category has tripled, and it is a very good option to work with, as many touristic locations have already opened up for visitors again. And finally, the last two categories I want to focus on are trains and buses, and they have increased by 75 and 70% respectively. Knowing that people are recommended to stay within their country's borders, local tourism will develop better in the near future, which is good for all the categories that I talked about. All right, so what categories working now, and what programs are working now? So in the previous two slides, I've covered most of the categories that are of interest to our affiliates at the moment. Right now, let me just go into detail and tell you what offers exactly are very good to join now and promote now. So train program the program that sells the sales train tickets is Omio, and they pay 6% per sale. It is a very good option. As I said, they have increased by 75% over the last year. So yeah, think about it. Busbar is a program that sells bus tickets. They pay also 6% for each booking. What else is good? Get Your Guide is one of the most popular, and I would say it is the most popular website for booking tours and activities, and they pay out 8% for every sale. What else? As I mentioned, like in the very beginning, we have recently published Visitors Coverage, which is our first travel insurance software for English speaking community, and they will pay up to 10% for every sale. TripAdvisor is a new model for us because they pay for clicks, but I'm pretty sure most of you know about TripAdvisor program, and most of you have been asking us to connect them to our platform. So now it is live, and now you can join them. And also Compensator, flight compensation program. I talked about it before. It is very good, and it's very very popular at the moment because they pay for flights canceled due to the pandemic. Cheapo Air, they're selling flight tickets. It is good for the US. For the US. So if you are from the US and you want to promote flight tickets, go ahead and join Cheapo Air. And finally, car rentals by Rental Cars. This is the most popular car rental service. So yeah, they pay 6% per sale, and they've got a consistent demand. I mean, there's a consistent interest for car rentals at the moment. So yeah, if you want to work with this program, go ahead and join them. All right. So in the next couple of slides, I'll share some examples of our affiliates who use these strange times wisely. And the first one is Career Gappers. I was supposed to meet this guy at the TBEX conference in Catania this March, but you all know what happened. And I emailed him and I offered him to try our platform. And he had a lot of content that wasn't making money for him. So he decided to convert it into something. So on the screen, you can see that he shares his experience of traveling in Chile, and he started using BuzzBot to help other people travel by bus. And the second example is theblondeabroad.com. She was using an accommodation affiliate program called Hotels Combined, but it had been suspended due to the pandemic. So I offered her to use our script that could automatically convert all the links by Hotels Combined to the Hotel Look links in order to save traffic and receive money for bookings. And she did exactly that. So right now, all the accommodation links are by Hotel Look on her website. Right. So here I'm gonna go through some tips that are worthy to consider at the moment. This was written. All of these tips were published in our COVID-19 survival kit. It is still pretty popular because some countries are still they still have some restrictions, and travel is not completely back to normal. So yeah, all of these tips are very very popular and very good, very helpful at the moment. So first of all, assess the market. So focus on new trends and analyze booking windows, duration of trips, and tourist preferences now. Think about promoting refundable products, because people will be more prompt to buy something that they can refund later. Um, Allocate your budget wisely. Think about the spendings that you can cut back on and something that you can invest in to make a lot of money later on. So, sounds pretty easy, but yeah, just most people still don't do it. Just break down your expenses, see which items can be replaced with less costly but still decent alternatives. So, for example, change to the less expensive hosting and allocate resources in better content. Update content. Let's say if you, I don't know, if you do not have enough content on your website, it is time to write SEO friendly articles. So, you know, the best 5 places to see in Barcelona will stay the same even after the crisis. So, but you can invest in the long process of SEO optimization now. Um, if you do not have time to write new articles at the moment, just think about updating old ones. And as I said, all this is just like a brief version of the guide. If you wanna see the rest, just click on the link that my colleague will send to the chat box and download the guide. And guys, please tell me your thoughts. What tips have you been using during the quarantine time? Uh, Maybe something that I haven't spoken of. Just share your experience. I would like to, yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah, thanks for the link. Right. Okay. Also another alternative. So let's say you wanna you wanna allocate. I don't know. You just wanna switch to a new niche because yeah, it is reasonable now. Travel is getting back to normal, but yeah, maybe some of you have decided that it's time to start something new, and yeah, it is also a good alternative. So we have also created, we have also posted an article on our blog, and now, as usual, I'll make a quick overview of some alternatives listed in this blog post. So the link to the blog post will be sent to the comment section by my colleague. And now, let me just go through the ones that I've listed on this slide. So first of all, household staples and meals might be a very good alternative. This include essential products such as food, beverage, household goods, etc. So during difficult times, even though most of them are gone already, I mean, like all of the restrictions were more or less lifted at the moment. So, but still, I know many people go used to buying food, and they pay for delivery. So yeah, you can think about it, and maybe you want to promote this affiliate program. Sorry, right now I'm getting a bit tired, and it's kind of hard to pronounce everything. But all right. As I said, during difficult times, people people stay focused on the essentials, and they want to order some items online. And if you want to work with these affiliate programs, then Tesco groceries, Walmart grocery, and others would be a good alternative. Secondly, finance is another niche worth switching to. Affiliate programs promoting remote work, qualification courses, and something else will be a good thing. Affiliate programs offering tools and knowledge to manage personal finances, blogging and freelance writing affiliate programs, and many others. So some great examples of affiliate programs in this niche are Ellie Invest, Creative Life, Curate Debt, American Debt Enders, Money Metal, Motley Fool, and many others. And one more niche that I'm gonna cover today is health, fitness, and well-being. So people are trying to find ways, to stay healthy and to, boost their immune system, and to do this all from their homes, from their houses. So the offers that are in demand now are healthcare and insurance, mental health programs, and medical equipment and supplies. So here are the examples of some affiliate programs: Fitbit, iHerb, Barefoot Yoga, MyProtein, etc. All right. So let's move on. Why is it? Okay, best and worst choices for travel verticals today. Okay. Right. So if you already run a project, please, please tell me what your project is about and what is your main geo. And now I'll take a sip because it's very hard to talk for like 45 minutes already. Okay. Right. Yeah. Maybe there's a slightly bigger lag than I expected. So I'll move on. We are like near the end of my presentation. So first of all, I think it is no surprise for you that domestic tourism will be one of the main trends for the near future. And when you choose an offer, please keep it in mind and find out what operates in your home region. Secondly, if we consider all travel offers that we have on Travelpayouts, we'll see that most of them are international, which means that they can literally work everywhere. But there is one little thing that we might miss but shouldn't, and that is what I call relevance to the region. So even though there might be like 3 or 4 international advertisers under one category, let's say if you go to the car rental category, you'll see that there are like 5 or 6 offers, right? And they are different and they perform differently in different regions. So in order to find out which offer is the best for your audience, you can contact me or our BizDev team, and we'll handpick the best fee offers for you according to the geo of your users. Or alternatively, you can read about each of the offers and find out what are the best performing regions for this particular offer. So what geos are considered to be the top ones? Before the COVID outbreak, Europe and North America tended to travel more, which is quite obvious, and they tended to spend more on travel than other regions. So, and they were considered the top performing geos. But even though they're called like top performing geos, right, doesn't mean that they are the only options to earn money with, because the competition there in these regions are extremely, it is extremely high, and the knowledge of local mentality and buying journey is limited. So every affiliate should ask themselves, can I actually work in that market? Do I have the resources to compete SEO wise? Will my location be a barrier? And many other questions, But I'm not trying to argue you out of working in these top performing geos. I'm just trying to look at this from a different angle. And I would say that geos are somewhat overrated. So choosing the top performing one doesn't guarantee you sustainable success, right? So usually less popular geos are that are neglected by everyone, have a much greater opportunity to create a niche, attract a target audience to that niche, and learn to cater them, while others continue to fight to rank well in the US, in Europe, or Hong Kong, etc. Right? So, to put it all in a nutshell, I would say that the approach is still the same: monitor the demand and adapt the marketing strategy. And it is like the only way to find the top performing geos for you. Um, Traffic formats. Guys, could you please tell me what traffic sources are you using right now? Right. Travel affiliate marketing has got one peculiarity that is called a long booking window. And the first sale might take up to 3 months, depending on the offer. This is because, some travel activities are booked in advance and payouts are made only after the trip. And also, an average purchase is quite big, and many other factors. So, the best recommendation to start in this industry is to create a content website and develop it step by step. So, work on your SEO traffic and aim for the top. Organic traffic values the most. And once you set it up correctly, it will become your biggest asset. So, as I mentioned before, there are different tools that can help you with that. Also, we've created a guide on how to write SEO friendly articles. So, it is a good thing, to invest money and time in. Secondly, social media traffic is something that you can increase your website attendance with. It could be paid ads in social media, or you can also drive traffic for free. For example, Pinterest is a good source of traffic, free traffic, especially for your blog. And one of our bloggers who's working with us told us that uh, one pin on Pinterest is, it keeps generating additional 2,000 views on her blog every month, and that's crazy, just one pin and additional 2,000 page views. Why is it so good? Because Pinterest is a visual search engine. It is less competitive than Google. It has 200 million users, and the playing field for bloggers is level. Travel is the sixth most popular topic on Pinterest. So it's a good platform. Think about it. Finally, email lists are a great way to drive traffic to your site and stay in touch with your audience. So we recommend working on these three types of traffic to improve the attendance on your blog. All right, and once again, I want to tell you that there's a big event coming up next month that will start on the October 5th and will last for the whole week. There will be 4 sessions per day. There will be lots of interesting speakers. It is absolutely free, so go ahead and register now. My colleague will send the registration link to the chat box, so don't miss it. All right? Okay, now it's time to go through the questions. Okay. If you have any questions left, keep writing them, and I'll go through them now. All right. Okay. Are there any money in travel now? Sorry, I do not see the question panel here. So I will just go through all the questions that you asked me, starting from the very top. And the first one was from Winnie. Are there any money in travel now? Can you suggest any particular brands that sell well at this moment? Yes, there are. There are some offers that are selling now. Uh, Get Your Guide, for example, they sell a lot of peculiar excursions, if you will. One of we have recently published a blog post that was written with the help of our affiliate, who is selling tours to stadiums. I would never imagine that people would buy tours to stadiums or zoos, but this guy is like one of our best sellers at the moment. So yeah, tours and excursions. A lot of people, since they are, forced to stay in their home cities, in their home countries, they travel domestically and they buy a lot of excursions. So think about tours and excursions, either by Get Your Guide or by tickets. Also, accommodation sells greatly these days, as you have seen on the graphs. Think about trying TripAdvisor, which is a new model to us, and they pay our affiliates for clicks. What else? Train tickets, bus tickets, car rentals, and that's about it, I would say. Maybe something else, but yeah, the most popular ones I've listed already. I mean, I've told you the most important ones. All right. Okay. Yeah, Ricardo said that he's getting sales with Get Your Guide. Not much, not many sales, but still something. So yeah, Ricardo has just proven that tours and excursions are selling, which is good. Right. Social Blue Book is a good tool. Okay. Hi from the UK. What do you think about Discover cars? Well, personally, I've never tried them. The only car rental provider that I worked with is Rental Cars, and they have like a way stronger brand than any other car rental provider in the business. But well, if you email me, I can ask my account manager, who is who knows way more than I do about car rentals, and he'll tell me what are the best regions to work with, what are the best performing regions for Discover cars, and then I can just send his email to you. All right. Do you have an example of a good way to disclose affiliate links on your blog, on our blog? Yes, sure. If you can, my colleague sent a link to download the Prometheus guide. If you download it, there'll be plenty of examples how to use affiliate links, how to use widgets. But alternatively, you can always email me or our BizDev team, and I'll send you the examples. All right. What is next? Social media in our blog. Yeah, my email is in the comment section. So if you have any questions, and yeah, just if you want to chat with me, or just want to talk to me, yeah, go ahead and use it. Um, Ricardo, yeah, they might have a better percent, but it really depends. I mean, a stronger brand is usually, uh, you know, is a bigger advantage, I would say. I mean, let me just give you an example from another vertical. We've got, we tested booking.com, right? And something else, don't remember, Agada probably. Agada has got a better commission rate, but booking.com, they are such a big brand, and they performed way better. And I think it will be the same with car rentals. So yeah, I think you have to keep it in mind when choosing an offer. All right, insurance. Oh yeah, also insurance. Vinny. I think this question about insurances refers to the, what is it, to the most selling programs at the moment. Uh, we don't know about how well insurances sell because we have just published them, but I'm pretty sure lots of people uh, will buy them, and there will be a big demand for them because lots of our affiliates ask for connecting at least one travel insurance provider for English speaking society. So yeah, we expect a lot of sales for travel insurances. We'll see. Uh, get you guys selling dolphin tours? Yeah, actually, our account manager, who's responsible for Get Your Guide program, she has recently found out that there's a big demand for uh, whale watching tours in Australia and other regions. And this is interesting, I mean, this is more like, I would never expect that people would, go to stadium tours or tours to zoos. I mean, why don't you go to a zoo yourself? Why do you need a tour for this? I mean, an excursion for this. But yeah, many people buy it, and this is quite strange. But yeah, it sells, and that's interesting. And yeah, dolphin and whale tours. They're selling a lot right now. Uh, Hi, Serge. No, my hairdresser is a private barber. Uh, so no, I will not share the contacts. All right. Thanks a lot, guy. How to stand out from the competition when using the same keyword? Fadi, please email me, and I'll ask my colleague who's responsible for, or who can recommend you something that is relevant to your question, because I have no idea on how to, stand out from the competition when you advertise. But yeah, email me. I'll try to, to find the perfect answer for you. And yeah, once again, remember to register for Travelpayouts Summit 2020. It's a huge event. It will be held in less than a month. So yeah, lots of good speakers, lots of interesting topics, and yeah, we expect all of you there. It will be great, and hopefully I'll see all of you there. So I think we are done. Thanks a lot for just one more slide. I quite forgot about it. We are done, but yeah, I just want you, to remember that we've got social media pages. We've got a big community in Facebook, if you are a new buy and if you don't know anything about travel, go ahead and join in. There are lots of lots of experienced guys who share their experience, who share their tips. There's also a LinkedIn group. We've got Twitter, we've got Wiki, we've got YouTube. And yeah, if you've got any questions, if you happen to have any questions in the future, email us at support@travelpayouts.com, and we'll answer you very shortly. So thanks a lot for coming to the webinar. I really hope that it was helpful to you. And yeah, see you soon. Bye bye. Stay healthy.